What is your why? What is your motivation for getting out of bed every morning and going out there and crushing it on a daily basis? Now, in the fitness industry, when I used to be a VP for LA Fitness, they trained us like ninjas to find people's why, because ultimately that was the easiest and the best and the most effective way to sell them on fitness packages, whether that was personal training or memberships. But we had to dig to find that why. And finding somebody's why, including your own, whether you're trying to manage somebody to influence them or motivate them in the right direction, or you're just trying to manage yourself and identify your own personal why or X factor. And that starts with asking questions and identifying where that motivation comes from. So like fitness industry, they would always train us on digging deep. So if somebody said, well, I want to lose 20 pounds, they would train us to ask why. And we got to find out what the source of that motivation is. Why do they want to lose 20 pounds? Do they want to lose 20 pounds because they want to be able to walk and run easier so they can play with their grandkids and be pain-free during that process? Or maybe they're having problems at home with their spouse and making themselves look a little bit better is going to make them feel better. Or maybe a close relative had a heart attack because they were overweight and that's scaring them into taking action. Whatever the why is totally fine. And there is no right or wrong why. But it is very important to identify clearly what that why is. And the reason why it's important to clearly define it, write it down somewhere and put it in an easily accessible place. Mine is written in my email to myself, and it's also written in our notes app on my phone. And it's always good to refer back to it once you clearly define it, because it's a good reminder of your motivation. You're not always going to have motivation every day, and this is where discipline comes in. And when those times get tough, when things get hard, when you feel like giving up, or whenever you are challenged and things are just really hard, refer back to that why. And that why is going to remind you why you're doing it, and that will help you break through that hurdle or that challenging barrier to continue to stay focused on the long-term goal instead of the short-term pain.